and welcome to this edition of Wisdom Fire. Today, I'm going to be working the clouds, making clouds disappear. I'm going to begin with that cloud right there. Keep your eyes on it. As these clouds, as you can see, are part of a growing monsoon cloud bank, it will continue to grow for a few moments, and then I'll begin to reverse it. You'll then begin to see it dissipate, breaking up in the midst of it, and then the edges begin to break apart. Observe it now beginning to break apart. You'll notice the cloud to the left of it remains intact, the same size. There you go for the first cloud. And again, notice how the cloud next to it, which was about the same size, did not dissipate. Only the one cloud that I specified. Let me choose another cloud at this time. choose that littlest cloud right above the tip of the drumstick, right there. It looks little, it's just about 10 miles away. It's actually quite large on its own. And this one will dissipate much quicker now that I've got it on a roll. And there you go. And see if I can find one more cloud in view of the camera here. Choose one that's large enough that can be seen by you on the camera, and yet not so large that it's a daunting task that would take me half an hour. Okay. There is a cloud orienting here with the camera. Just above the horizon. Right there. That cloud there. Fairly far away, fairly large in its own right, though it's small appearing here. dissipation of 3 clouds in succession. There are a couple of reasons why I've chosen to share this cloud disappearing with you here today. First and foremost is that in the ways of my caretakership, we are required to show ourselves. Not to prove anything, but rather to show that if we say we can do something, we can do that. That it's not all just talk. That it's not make-believe. That if I say I can make that one cloud disappear, that one cloud and only that cloud will disappear. And to do it 3 times in succession to show that it is indeed an actuality. And the second is as a teaching tool. I have gone into depth previously in another wisdom fire about the nature of power. So I will refer you to that wisdom fire for a more in-depth statement of what I'm going to share with you here. And it is that in our shamanic ways, we deal with a force of nature we refer to as power. Power being life force, collected and concentrated life force charge. This is not the same as energy, such as people using energy healings or the energy of polarization of north and south pole of a magnet, electrons and protons, so on and so forth. Power is life force charge collected and concentrated. And it has its own natural laws that regulate its flow. Less intensely charged fields of power will flow to fields of power that are more intensely charged. Power will flow along the path of attention. And water and power have a natural affinity with each other, a draw. They draw each other into themselves. It is these principles of power which are applied for the disappearance of a cloud. Yes, I understand. When you see me disappear a cloud, it looks like magic. But it's not magic. It's physics. Shamanism is the spiritual application of physics. True, we utilize a force of nature which is not recognized by contemporary physicists unless you broach into the realm of quantum physics. But still, nonetheless, it follows reproducible laws of nature. Our atmosphere is charged with a field of life force, just as this earth is charged with a more intensely charged field of life force than the atmosphere. In our atmosphere, there are pockets of greater concentration of charge. To those pockets of charge, atmospheric water vapor is drawn and forms what we visually see as a cloud. In making a cloud disappear, what I will first do is bond with the Earth Mother. I will sink into her embrace, that I am embraced by the earth. Now, this is different than my embracing the earth. It's not me doing something. It is rather releasing into the embrace of the earth. So that her charge, her intensity of charge, is now within me. I am the earth. I then place my attention upon a cloud. And by attention, I don't mean concentration, I mean holding presence with. So I'm in relationship with that cloud. Power flows along the path of attention, so I've just established that by holding my attention upon the cloud. And power will flow from less intensely charged fields to more intensely charged fields of power. The charge of power in the cloud is less intense than that of the Earth. The Earth is the most dynamic charge in our presence and vicinity. So I've now provided a pathway for that power to flow from the less intensely charged field of the cloud through that thread of attention, grounding through me and into the Earth. This draws the charge from the cloud, grounds it into the Earth. And once that charge is drawn out, there's nothing left for that water vapor to accrue around, and so it dissipates and the cloud disappears. Now you may have noticed while I was disappearing those clouds that the clouds in the near vicinity did not diminish, indeed they grew larger. That is because the water vapor being dissipated from the cloud I was disappearing was moving to the next high concentration of charge, the clouds in its immediate vicinity, thereby making those clouds grow larger. You might ask, well, making clouds is disappear, but yeah, that's great, but of what value is it? Other than the ability to enhance our own personal charge of life force and vitality, it is that by dissipating clouds and allowing that water vapor then to move to the clouds that are closest to it, those clouds begin to build, and if we do that consistently enough around a larger cloud, we can cause that central cloud to grow larger, become heavier with moisture, and then to rain. So by disappearing clouds, this is the fundamental basis of the ability to make it rain. And so what I've been performing is a rain ceremony to trigger the monsoons that are due to arrive here soon, to trigger them so that rain falls. So that is my offering here today of wisdom fire, disappearing clouds, in appreciation of precipitation. Thank you.